Alright guys, we're back.
Sup guys?
And we're still on Crash 1. And if you're noticing why I have a sudden dip in a couple lives, it's because Pierre decided to take the matter into his hands and try to do a level.
I did a good job, man.
You burned through 10 of my lives.
He had 37 and I burnt 13 in a solid 5 minutes. That's a good achievement.
You know what? I can burn lives like nobody else.
I think my idea of achievement is a bit warped.
It's not an achievement. But yeah, and it was a level that I already completed, so it was a complete waste of time.
I just wanted to fiddle around, and before I knew it, I burnt half of what you earned in that half an hour of playthrough.
But you know what? That is how Crash 1 is. Challenges are pretty intense, and they can burn through all your lives.
Yeah, one thing I noticed was with the controller, you can't use the thumbstick. It's all on the D-pad, so there are no diagonal movements.
Well, there it is actually.
Me being used to the modern stuff, I was sort of. I'm not going to blame the D-pad for the sudden.
I blame the D-pad. I love my thumbs. That's what I was going on about before, like my thumbs, because if you continually play this game, your thumbs will be on the receiving end of it.
Okay, I sort of understand where you're coming from now.
Oh, but you only played for like 2 seconds, and you got to play through about 3 to 4 hour sessions on this game.
Oh, and another thing you were mentioning was with this game, the enemies are not a set group of enemies, or like a...
Yeah, for per aesthetic,
yeah. They're not like franchise tied.
Yeah.
They're not a staple. They're
maybe
more
those
just
snapping plants, those seem pretty common.
Yeah. But for the most part, it just seems like whatever suits the level would be a good design for an enemy character.
Yeah.
And then they would just put all these different types of mobs throughout, depending on the environment.
What Priya's trying to say is that there are no recognizable faces that are just associated with every franchise. Like with Mario, you have
Goombas.
You have Goombas and Koopas, and with Sonic you have Motorbugs and Buzz Bombers.
Lactus.
But in this game, there's nothing set. They're just whatever enemy that seems to fit the aesthetic.
Did we cover the fact that the apples are actually called Wampa fruit?
Well, I think everyone and their grandma knows that.
Do you have any idea why they call them Wampa fruit? Or?
Probably something funny, something tropical. It does sound tropical.
I like the games where they make a reference dependent on something personal. Like
when I was a kid, I was hit by a bully, and his name was Wumpa, and so that inspired me to design Wumpa fruits.
Sort of. I know there are these developers that'll stick in Easter eggs of like, I don't know, like a dance move of a character will be like the signature dance move of one of the devs or something like that. Like, you know,
devs have specific dance moves.
Actually, in League of Legends, the is it Malzahar, or one of the champions has a taunt, which is a dance move, and it's actually based on one of Riot, which is the company that owns the game. One of their devs has a signature dance move. So
yeah,
that's something. I didn't know it was cool to have a signature dance move, but apparently
I have a signature dance move.
Flailing your head around in...
No, that's not a dance move. The one... Well, actually, I'm not going to describe it because, you know, given how well this channel goes, you might actually see it goes. So we'll leave that...
That's the TBA.
Yeah,
TBC.
Just like Smash Bros, it's getting delayed. Oh, I went there! That's right, and Amber heard about that too.
Get the fuck out of the room.
Miyamoto is displeased.
Is there any way to lose the Wampa fruit count?
Despite
getting a game over?
No. You keep accumulating them.
Okay.
Nothing steals them from you. This isn't Donkey Kong Country.
I feel like this game has difficulty spikes in other areas compared to a Mario.
I think the difficulty spikes come from the intense platforming challenges that might arise every now and then because...
This guy. This brings back some memories.
Oh, good times. Me and this insane
Is this
mental
like,
patient.
just hitting him with the TNT?
Yeah, just jumping on a TNT.
And then those platforms are just platforms.
Yeah, they don't sink. They don't.
I don't know why. When I saw the platforms, I thought it would be like a noughts and crosses sort of game, mini game.
Intense game of tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, or something like that.
There is a pattern into which way he jumps.
Oh, really?
In the first way, in the first one, he jumps in an upside down V shape, and in the second one, he jumps in a Tetris block shape, the T Tetris block shape.
And then now it's in
it's in a diamond. Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't have noticed that if you told me, but I'm not paying too much attention.
Damn, just missed him.
So that one, the left one.
Yeah, you just want to detonate it while he's in proximity.
Yeah.
Oh.
You would have killed him, I reckon.
Yeah. But it is hard, but...
When you hit the crate, do you bounce off it, or you just...
No, you just run on it and activate it. But you can stand on the background. Yeah.
You can hit him while he's in the air. Okay.
Yeah. The radius is that big. Well, it's early. Oh crap.
The left one.
No.
Too early.
Oh!
Yeah.
Alright, I'm safe here.
The left one again. Stop moving.
Got him.
How did you get him?
Mid-air explosions, like you said.
Interesting.
And you can stand in between those torches to protect yourself from the explosions. So that's something to consider.
It's like a dumbed down version of the first boss.
Yeah. There's a bit of AFK, but you won't do anything if you don't actually try to attack him directly.
Yeah. The first boss, you were looking for an opening to attack, hey?
No,
it's just
the first boss you were just waiting.
Yeah.
Just waiting till he did his thing. Okay. Three-dimensional jumping.
Is that how you get past that?
That's how you have to get past
Oh, I didn't even notice that's how you got around the first time.
No, for some reason I glitched and I jumped over 3 boxes at once, which I can't normally do.
Oh.
But in this case...
God damn it, I missed that.
What?
The glitch. I didn't pay attention. Didn't see
I
it.
might be able to show it off in a more stationary area.
It's alright, you're on a good roll. Let's not ruin that.
Bastards. The trick to these bats is to kill the parents. You know, chuck a Batman. These 2 parent bats, and their lines of bats will stop spawning.
Oh, okay.
And you have to bounce higher than normal on that block because there's an exclamation mark over there.
So there's an extra life here, right?
Yeah. You use this box to get up there.
This is one of those Crash Bandicoot staples. You can see where the extra life is, or the token is, or whatever it is, but you only get one chance to get it.
Yeah.
If you don't use that box properly, then you sort of miss it.
I never knew that. I did not know that Aku mask was there.
Can you get it again?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe not.
Well, it wasn't there. It was on these rotating platforms at the peak of it. It was off screen. Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
Very cool, very handy to know.
And unlike Mario, you can't keep repeating the 1-up trick.
Yeah.
So upon death, if there's a 1-up in the vicinity, you can't just keep getting it and staying at borderline the same amount of lives.
Oh, like we did.
Yeah.
Oh, fond memories.
Fond. Very loosely thrown around that word. Yeah, it looks like you can jump up to the top.
Yeah, that's because I used an enemy to bounce up there.
Okay, there is more to it.
It's not as simple as just heights. There.
There's a very troll.
No, I just...
Can they push you off if you stand in front of them?
They can. They actually push you in the third dimension. So you... Okay, why am I not doing this right?
Because you want to talk.
Because I want to talk and play at the same time. But this isn't as bad as a later level that reuses this trope. You climb a village wall and in some sort of ruins, and it's just see how they push me outwards. But yeah, just get a rhythm going.
I like this level.
I like the music.
I like the concept of like the environment.
Yeah. It's got good level diversity, but it really shines towards the later half.
Where are we right now?
We're at the 1/3 point, pretty much.
Okay.
These platforms. Jump on the center one as quickly as you can, because it's the only one that doesn't swing.
If you stand on it, it'll just go horizontal.
It'll act like a seesaw. It'll just...
Oh, it'll go vertical and push you off.
Yeah, pretty much you won't be able to stand on it.
Okay.
And those red lizards, they pretty much... Oh, crap. Blindsided. But those red lizards only come when you approach them, and they will not stop hunting you down.
What's the exclamation?
It does some boxes, but I don't really feel like losing all my lives today.
They're not necessary.
Not necessary right now. Actually, they're in that alcove over there in the background. Yeah, and you can't.
Oh wow!
You can't actually spin them. Oh.
Oh, so the middle one is fine.
The middle one's fine. If you can make that jump, it's really hard to do.
If you stand on one that's closest to the middle one, will they fall slower?
It'll take longer to teeter, but
Okay.
yes.
I like how you can jump on him, even though he's like complete with spikes.
Yeah.
But you can't spin him.
Ah.
It makes more sense to spin the guy with the spikes than to jump on him because he's got, spikes.
Yeah. Well, he's got like ultra tough leather shoes, so I would assume that's what it is.
They look like cheap, stylish.
Cheap sneakers?
Yeah.
It's weird how he's like an inverse Donald Duck in the way he dresses. Just worries about the pants on the top. And I love, I think one cartoon that goes as far back as I can remember is Donald Duck's having a shower, right? You know how Donald Duck always wears a sailor top and no bottoms?
Yep.
He goes around with a towel around his waist when he's out of the shower. I'm like, okay, where'd the sudden modesty come from?
Is it weird to see him without a shirt?
He's without... Oh, that's not weird at all, because it just looks like a duck. Like without a shirt. But... We've got to kill this bat. It's caused too many problems.
Definitely.
But yeah, just a random cartoon modesty that just has no place being there. Oh, I'm pantsless all the time, but now I feel embarrassed about it.
I would have died there because there's a pattern.
Again, muscle memory. It's all when you practice a game enough, it becomes muscle memory. Okay.
Feel free to spam his ass too, guys.
Yep, please.
Those guys are serious dicks.
They're just really bouncy. But the trick to that is to wait till all three are out. And this one is just as simple as running past it when the time is.
I can't stop looking at his shoes now.
Okay, this guy...
Wow, it even notifies when they're offline.
Yeah. I'll figure out how to turn that off in later run-throughs.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Crash hipster coot.
Why is he hipster?
The shoes.
That's not hipster, that's mainstream.
All these missing.
Okay.
Really?
Wow.
Someone's ghosting her. If this was a live stream, you would be tempted to come to the conclusion that they're ghosting.
I would snap the guy's neck. I can't stop.
That's amazing. And then when you get when you thin them out, it's just down to greed.
Yeah,
Because
it is.
because it's like, I want them all, but I can't take them all.
And actually, those spring boxes that contain Wumpas every time you jump on them, they
like
have 10 bounces.
10
worth.
bounces, yeah.
Yeah, but in the later games they change it to 5 bounces with 2 Wumpa each bounce. So it's a lot more precise when it comes to later games.
I reckon they probably would have done that because they had more
It took too long.
hardware capability to make levels, so there was less crate filler.
Oh yeah,
You know?
You think it's filler?
Yeah, it is. They even said so.
No, the bounce ones. Do you think that's filler? Making them bounce.
The crates, I mean.
Yeah, we know. I know it said it's filler, but the fact that there's ones that store you a bit more because they have 10 bounces in them.
Yeah.
Regardless of spinning.
Yeah. I feel like they made up 5 and 2 per bounce.
Yeah, I think they did that just to
Because-
speed things up.
Yeah. Because
And you're saying that because...
they can increase the levels with the later
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, I get you. And then in Crash 3 Warped, they increased it to 3 Wumpa per bounce, as if it wasn't fast enough.
Is Warped the one where the minimap was essentially just a hub
Yeah,
where you can walk through portals into
yeah, and
these different areas? And there was I'm not sure if this is off of memory or if this is like fabricated or whatever, but there was like, when you finish or when you get close to the end, there was a elevator which would take you
in the
down
center.
the hub or something. When they were like bonus levels, right?
Yeah, 5 bonus levels when you meet some sort of criteria.
Yeah.
And the elevator took you to them.
That's the one I played the crap out of.
You played the crap out of Warped?
Warped, it must have been.
Yeah, number 3.
And then maybe Wrath of Cortex.
Yeah, I played the crap out of Wrath of Cortex and Twin Sanity.
Yeah, I think most people would have been Wrath of Cortex. Well, most people I know of are pretty fond of that one.
Are they Wrath of Cortex?
Yeah.
I thought it was horribly received.
Really?
Yeah. They even make an in-game joke about it in Twin Sanity.
Really?
Yeah, Neo Cortex is trying to... Should I spoil the joke, or...?
Go for it.
Alright, Neo Cortex tries to give his minions a check for all their work.
Yeah.
And then the check bounced because Wrath of Cortex didn't sell as well as they hoped.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I love that. That's one of my favourite scenes.
Games won't do that these days.
Yeah, like the writing is...
You would never get that in a 720 PS4 game.
Yeah.
Or Xbox One PS4 game.
Just this snarky attitude that made Insomniac and Naughty Dog just really good
yeah.
games to play. Like, I've recently been getting all the PlayStation 3 games. The classics are the trilogies.
Yeah.
And so I've been getting Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, all those classics. And Spyro the Dragon when I eventually get around to that. And it's just all that snarky wink at the player kind of humor that you grow to love.
Yeah. It almost sounds like you're advertising them.
Buy these games, I swear they're good.
You're not sponsored by Naughty Dog in any way, shape or form.
I swear I'm not. And Pierre turns around, looks at me, I'm just a dog that's naughty.
Right.
Nah, if I was gonna sponsor anything, it'd be...
He's actually cosplaying a dog as we speak.
Woof. I don't know if I had the choice what I would sponsor. Alright, secret time.
Whoa! What is this? Next
Whoa,
level.
Tony, slow the fuck down. What is this shit? This is necessary for 100 gems. 100%.
Can you not access that if you don't hit a switch or?
No, you just walk on and it appears.
This guy's a genius.
Thank you. Now, again, you practice the game enough, you can look as impressive as I do.
Any other twists and turns in this one?
No, in this one.